And hello there, welcome to the Red October Network. Thank you for watching. This is Stefan Cassidy. I notice everybody's always doing little driving videos, so I figured I'd do one of my own. If you hear some tires squeal or hear me swearing, it's because I'm on Lebanon Church Road. I'm driving to do some errands. So anyways, I want to make a quick video about something that I think is a life-changing event. March 12th, which was a couple days ago as of the posting of this video, was my dad's birthday. Now, is probably, I don't know if you know this yet, a lot of people on Facebook probably know this, but anyways, my dad died when I was 7, and this would have been his 60th birthday. He passed away when he was 39. And so it's a very special day. It's a very humbling day. I thought about it when I was in the shower today, because I couldn't remember his birthday exactly. But anyways, the thing is with it is, you know, I always have a lot of memories of my dad, obviously. You know, we used to go everywhere. We used to go to flea markets, the Woodland Flea Market, Goodwill. Kind of where I got my shopping addiction from was from my dad, not my mom. But you know, there's a lot of memories. You know, we used to do things, go to South Park. He was a very avid photographer, and he was especially good at taking pictures of aircraft. Obviously, my love of aircraft, as you probably have seen some of my posts, probably came from him. So, the thing is with it is, I always tell people, you know, because I see a lot of people post on Facebook and Twitter about how much they hate their parents, or they wish they would die, they wish they could move out. You never know whenever this kind of stuff happens, you know. It's just, of course, I was 7, I was unwise at the time, you know, and it's a shame for my brother, because my brother, Mike, was 2½, and so he really doesn't have a lot of memories of my dad. But, you know, it's just the thought that, you know, somebody can take that away from you so quickly, and God can take that away from you so quickly, and you don't know what to do at the time. I mean, I've had friends who have lost parents. One of my friends, Laura, actually lost her dad when I think it was in 8th grade. It was in 2000, and we're not really close friends, but you know, it's kind of like that thing where when you're young, it's really hard to grasp it. You know, it comes as a shock, and you tend to bottle up those feelings a lot more, and you know, but what do you do? And the only thing you can do is that you move on. You make the best of your life. I know my mom's been strong. You know, she was a single parent, and she wasn't a single parent because my dad was a deadbeat. She was a single parent because my dad had a heart attack, and he was 39, and she had 2 kids. You know, and the thing is, too, is that some people, my grandmother thinks it was a curse in the family because my uncle, my mom's sister's husband, passed away when it was 4 years ago, rather, because he had leukemia and lymphoma. And, you know, I've always had to tell his children, my cousins, that, you know, that you have to be strong. You have to just go on. You know, and it's really sad because, you know, I think of him that it was especially hard because he was like a father figure to me and my brother, because he was a good guy. And yes, my dad had a hot temper. I mean, he probably had bipolar like I do, like I have bipolar. And, you know, he would get mad at me, and he'd hit me. I remember a couple times he would hit me for looking at the sun, or one time I messed up his train display and he took a pickaxe to it, and it was one of the last things I remember about him. But in the end, I know his family was good. I mean, we've had a kind of a rocky relationship with my dad's side of the family. You know, they were they had hard lives, you know. There wasn't a lot of money, there wasn't a lot of stability, you know. And but you know what, I mean, it was a great, he was a great man. And you know, I honestly think that you know, you kind of have to do what you do. I mean, life is never perfect. Life always deals little side jobs, and it deals you little curves, and it deals you little things that, you know, screw up. You know, what can I say? You have a tremendous fear of being alone. I mean, I've been single all my life, and my mom and dad were married when he was 20, my mom was 19, and my grandmother felt bad. She even felt worse because she was a little bit older when my uncle passed away. But you know, you pray every night that you can get through it. What can I say? And most people are able to get through it. You know, you do what you have to, and if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, you know, you find new ways of dealing with the anger. So I think it's really odd that, I mean, I kind of forgot about it, and I thought about it in the shower today because I don't remember my dad's birthday, because I don't think we ever really celebrated it as much as we should have. And that was just, I think it feels awful. And some people would say, oh, that's criticizing him because, you know, you kind of thought about it. But I often think too that it was very puzzling that that I thought about it just in the shower today, because I was only 2 days off, and I never remember my dad's birthday. You know, I don't. But you know, what do? I'm sure even with all the rocky relationships my dad and I had, and the fact that he had his anger issues, that he loved us. I know my grandmother who passed away, my dad's mother who passed away later that year because she had cancer. I mean, she loved us, and I think my dad overall was a very good person. And you know, you miss him. You know, I now have a stepdad now, but you know, you never really get over that initial shock, and maybe I was just too stupid at the time. But I often think of, you know, a lot of the reminders that you have from childhood. You try to hold on to them, and it just seems like that's such a different era, you know, where that was 20 years ago, where you kind of compartmentalize that that era, you know, that you compartmentalize all the things that were from there. And sometimes it's a little hard to do that because it doesn't seem like it's continuous. So anyways, I'm gonna miss my dad. If I think the best way to handle it is just, there's two things you can do. First of all, I often say if you can donate your time to American Heart Association, if you can donate, because he died of a heart attack. Obviously he had a rheumatic fever when he was a child. So you know, if you have rheumatic fever and you have a heart valve problem, get it taken care of. And also too, love your parents, please. I can't stress that enough. Even if your parents are assholes, love them. Don't judge them. Do what you can. You know, they are your one and only. You know, my dad will always be my dad. My mom will always be my mom. Don't ever forget that. Even if you have split families or divorces, love them. It's hard, but you have to do that. Honestly, you do. So anyways, that's that. I hope the mic worked because I've propped the phone in between my speedometer and my steering wheel. So leave your comments. Thank you for watching the Red October Network. I appreciate it. My name's Steve, by the way. It says Stefan Cassidy on here. But anyways, that's my nickname. But take care, and we'll see you next time.